Happy-ish Friday, everybody. And welcome to another edition of 5 Horror Movie Fun Facts starring me. This week, we're going to be covering a movie that every person of science and medicine has hated since 1990 and is one of my favorite horror movies for reasons that have nothing to do with the plot at all. Today's movie, Flatliners, 1990. Fun fact number 1. Kiefer Sutherland, who plays Nelson in this movie, described Flatliners in an interview as The Breakfast Club Dies, or St. Elmo's Funeral, which is only funnier because there are no Brat Packers in this movie. But because he's in it, people think that, like, Kiefer was never a Brat Packer. But I digress. Fun fact number 2. So there's a running kind of inside joke in Flatliners between filmmakers. Filmmakers often say or said that the 3 acts of a story are basically just you put a character in a tree, you throw rocks at him, and then somehow he gets out of the tree. So yeah, which is kind of what happens to Billy Mahoney. But yeah, fun fact number 3. Okay, so the use of lighting is pretty significant in this movie. If everything is all in blue, then that means something really bad is going to happen or something bad is happening. And if everything is orange, then that means that something good is happening or about to happen, or positivity, basically. Which is one of the reasons why I like this movie, because of the set design and the thoughtfulness put into things like this. Really kind of makes you ignore the whole plot. Fun fact number 4. And speaking of the plot, if you've never seen Flatliners, okay, try to stay with me. You got these 5 medical students, okay, and they all, for different reasons, their own different reasons, are trying to find out what comes after death. And they have deduced that if you basically kill someone or bring them to the point of no return and then bring them back, then they'll get their answer. And this is where anybody who has ever worked in an ER or any kind of life or death medical situation will tell you, no. There are so many things in this plot, so many technical things in this plot that drive the whole story that are just not reality. Like, there's this whole scene where one of the characters is they're having a problem bringing her back from the dead, and they're switching from a manual ventilator to mouth and back again, which there's no reason to do that because the ventilator is much more efficient at doing that than mouth to mouth, you see. So yeah, clearly this was a movie where they didn't bother to hire any kind of technical advisor at all, because, or maybe they did and they realized that they wouldn't have a story, because also if you flatline, you're gone. You can't come back. If that monitor goes beep, you are gone. And that's like the whole crux of this story. So finally, fun fact number 5. Believe it or not, this movie was nominated for an Oscar for sound effects editing. Yeah, it lost out to The Hunt for Red October, which, honestly, this is one of those instances where I feel like if you're going to nominate this movie for an Oscar, you should have gone with set design or costuming or something like that, because it is really a beautiful movie to watch. It almost feels like they just went, give him something. It's Joel Schumacher. Give him something. And that's it for today's 5 horror movie fun facts. I'll be back next week with another.